just got finished painting. It's the fisherman's paint. I figured I'd try that. It's good enough for the French side. Home hardware stuff, I guess. Fisherman's. Anyways, I guess you use it for fishing boats, but great for inside. Covers really well, nice and thick, and it's oil based. Still got some oomph to it. But here's inside the chain locker. Looks way different. Looks really good. So I'm happy with that. So now, next thing is to get this compartment done. That's where the water bladder is going to go, as far as I planned. Here's where the fuel or the water tank goes. Drawer, and then water system down here. I get everything taken out now, being robbed. So yeah, so that's where so we're just gonna keep working our way back. We're just gonna keep working our way back, painting underneath there with the fisherman's paint, white. Make this all nice and clean, new looking, and then we'll put the top down, and then we're gonna paint the inside of the cabin as well. We're gonna paint the walls here. These old, I mean, for 54-year-old walls, it looks pretty good, but it's kind of dated. We just want to update it. We're gonna paint it all white, I think, and then we gotta fix this up, the ceiling there, and we'll paint that front wall. I'm gonna make a wooden cover for that chain locker, and yeah, then we should be good. And Holly's gonna make a new screen for up there. We're gonna get some new windows, I think, and yeah, then we're gonna move back here. We'll do the closet next, and then this washroom. We're gonna totally do this washroom. I think the plan is now to have a we're gonna rip out all the old plumbing, and we're gonna have a composting toilet. I think it's give us more room for a shower and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. That's still in the works yet, the plan for that. So anyways, that's it for today, I guess. Okay, just finished doing some painting, more painting. Painted the chain locker yesterday. Today now I painted the where the water tank goes. So underneath the V-berth. So we got it all cleaned up, looking nice now. So that's really good. That's where the drawers go. That's where the stainless steel water tank that came with the boat goes. I got a bladder tank, water bladder tank purchased for this up here, so we can double our water capacity, fresh water. So yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna clean that up, and then we'll start installing the tanks and the plumbing. So that's what I just got done. It's a little cool here, so it's gonna take probably a few days for that to dry. Okay, we're gonna paint the closet now. We painted this up here, and have it all dry. Nice and clean and dry. Good job. Smartens it up a bit. Now we're gonna paint the closet, because we may have to put the hot water tank in here. We're going to put a 6-gallon hot water tank I purchased this morning, electric, because we need to be able to get a shower. So anyway, so this closet it was a closed closet. We might end up putting the tank mounted on the wall here or over here. We'll see. I'm not sure if it'll fit out there or not. We'll find out. Or we might end up putting it in the washroom. We'll see. So I took off the chain plates. So this boat has a very good system for chain plates. So bulkhead, mounting. So it's got a big bar going from bulkhead to bulkhead. So it's attaching all 3 chain plates to 2 solid bulkheads. So there's the main one here. It's got the bigger bolts, and then there's another one right next to it, and then there's one back here. So I just cleaned off the rust here. So it's got a little bit of pitting here, a little bit here and bottom, but that's fine. It's still lots of strength. I mean, that's like it's good 4 or 5 inch. I'll just measure it. 6-inch. It's a 6-inch plate, and it's about 3/16 or 1/4 inch thick, so it's plenty of strength there. 4 of them big bolts, and then all those. That's a lot of chain plate strength there. So I'm not worried about that. Looks like this might have been damaged, or someone did some extra fiberglass work here. Looks like it might have been getting a bit of water or something. But it's all good now, solid. Someone put some stuff on top, and yeah, it's there solid. So I'm gonna cover that up, make it look better. Anyways, I don't think this has ever been painted inside. So we're gonna paint that now this morning, brighten it up, get it ready for when the hot water tank comes. Like I said, we're putting a full pressurized hot and cold water system in the boat. So the boat never had that, so now we gotta figure out where to put this stuff. So, and I think we're going to end up gutting that out, so a lot of it might end up going in there, but we'll see. Anyway, here's the chain plate for the port side. I won't take those apart yet. And the other ones are in here. So it's easy to do. So it's got a sewer system with a macerator pump, so I think we're going to be taking all that out and just do go compost. I think that's the easier way for us to go. And yeah, anyways. Let's get ready to do some painting. Gotta clean this out first, suck it out with the vacuum, and do some painting. Well, here we are in the boat again today. Just doing a little bit of woodworking. I've got the closet painted here. All turned out nice. Smells nice, nice and clean, nice and dry now. So we're ready there for our waiting for water system components. Pump is there, of course, but we're waiting for everything else. So now I'm getting ready to put something underneath here for the tank. So the water bladder that we're planning on getting, it's just a flexible, like a bag type tank. So I'm planning on putting it up in this space up here. But the problem with that is that's the drain for the chain locker for when you haul up wet anchor or wet chain, wet rope. The water has to drain somewhere, so we can't have the tank bag going down and falling into this crevice here and then filling that up and blocking the flow of water. So I got to put a piece of board over that of some sort. And I'm just going to glue it in. I'm not going to, of course I can't nail it or screw it because it's the hull. So I'm going to use some PL, whatever, some adhesive. So that's why I get this board here to cover up the to make a platform so that the bag will go right down in the notch there in the crevice. But the problem is it's a little bit curved, and you see how this is flexing here? Don't like that. So I'm going to try to make this so it fits tight in there. I got it cut on a 45 there, nice and smooth here so it don't catch or cut the bag of any sort. So the bag can just fall right in there and mold to the shape. So if I didn't have this, it would mold, it would go down and block off the flow of water from the chain locker down through. So that's what I'm trying to do here now. And then once I get that glued in, then I'll paint it. Same as everything else. So down here won't be a problem because the tank sits here on this. Tank sits here on the on those beams there. So there's nothing underneath this one. It's just up front where I plan on putting the second tank. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some cuts into this and see if that'll help. It'll bend easier. It's already got a little bit of a bend into it, I think. So it'll bend and form to. Then I'll just put the adhesive on it, and then I'll force it to hold it down overnight, maybe a couple days. That it should stay. It should follow the shape of the keel, the hull there. So we'll see. Okay, see what we got here. So what we did is I made some cuts in this board. Not all the way through, just like a quarter or probably 2/3 of the way through. Okay. 6 or 7 cuts there. So now when I go to push on this board here, it's much easier to fill, much easier to go down and fit tight in that notch there. So I gotta do that. Okay, here we go. So I got it jammed. It's just a dry run here now. I got it jammed in there, so when I glue it, I can hold it and it'll sit there nice and tight. So that's what I'll do. I'll use that one there for holding it down tight. Perfect. Okay, so I think I'll glue that in now because yeah, get the PL 600 I think it is, and put some glue on it, then it can sit. And then I'll leave it for a day or so, then I'll paint it. It's about 5 degrees Celsius here, so what would that be? I don't know. Just below 40, I guess, Fahrenheit. For any Americans that may be watching. Yeah, so it's so cool. But this stuff will just take a little longer for it to dry, that's all. Now I'm looking back at this as I'm editing, and I'm thinking, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? I'm sure most of you were saying the same thing. Why didn't I just clean that paint off of that area, paint that board, put that board down, and fiberglass it in? Why didn't I do that? I don't know. I can't tell you what I was thinking. Anyhow, I'll get this to work finally at the end, as you'll see, but I know there's a better way of doing this, and I should have done it, but well, it worked, and I realized it was probably a mistake, but it still worked out. Okay, well, I think I have this down here. Good fit. Yeah, so it's squeezing out a little bit there in the middle. So squeezing out there, so it should work good. Yep. Should work good. Stay tuned. We'll come back later and put some paint on it. Well, I come out earlier and took the bracing off the board that I stuck down, and then I come back now to paint it, and got a problem, big problem. It's no longer stuck down. So it took the paint off and stuck to the paint, and so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I don't know if I put another layer on there, see if it'll stick to the, because it took the paint right off. Yeah. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna try to stick it again. This time it might hold down to the paint, or the glass, the hull underneath the paint that I just put on. Maybe that'll work. Hey, hey! We're back at the boat again. It's almost winter here, so my days of working on the boat are few and far between. You can hear the wind rustling out there now. Getting some bad stormy weather. Not stormy, I guess. High winds, rain, lots of rain. So anyways, got some plumbing materials. Got some PEX pipe and a water bladder, water tank. So we'll see how this is see what this is gonna look like. PEX pipe we're not going to need right away, so I'll put that over here. But yeah, so this is the new water bladder. So this is supposed to be 30 gallons, so let's give us extra water capacity. So here it is here. So this is going to fit. We're going to put this in here. It's going to fit in that odd shaped hole. But we just got to make it fit, so it's not going to work like that. Anyhow, so I was glad that come. So now I'm just going to seal up this board here. It's still stuck down, which is good. So I'm just going to seal that up a bit and yeah, make it neat and tidy and nicer edge here. Put this on the edges so I don't chafe the bag in any way. There's not much. I guess it would take a while for it to chafe. As long as it stays there till I get the water, who cares? It'll the water, the bag itself will keep it there then. It's cold, but the duct tape is still sticking. Seems like. I'm sure there'll be lots of comments about how shitty of a job I'm doing with this, but oh well. Looks like a crack there. Okay. I'll leave that one empty down there. I'm gonna leave that hole empty because if I happen to get a leak, it'll just run right down there. If I happen to get a leak in here, in the bag, it'll run down through there. So that's perfect. Now, how is this bag gonna work? I don't know if I'm gonna get the full 30 gallons because I can't have it filled right up. So I'm gonna have to go down there. I have to drill another hole in that bulkhead, I guess. For this, you know, if this is like 2 inches from the bottom, I'll drill a big hole 2 inches from the bottom and then go in, I'll tee in into the other tank. So yeah, that should work. I just need to get some more fittings. That should work. So these bladder, this looks to be pretty durable. I think it was 130 bucks Canadian. So what's that, 50 bucks American? No, just kidding. So I'll put that down here. Gotta go down here. And then the top, the lid is right here. This is the fill. So the right here is where the fill from outside will come, and I'm just going to tee off into this one, and then it'll just fill itself up. I'll get, you know, it's a 30 gallon. I'm hoping I'll get 20 of it at least. So that's better than nothing. Yeah, it looks to be well built. I mean, it's a made in China type thing, looks like. But I'm going to try this anyways. Make a mess of it. I don't want to. Oh man. Okay, this is not gonna go good. Okay, I gotta go get a brush. No good, Brian. No good. There we go. Good enough. I need a couple more parts. I'm waiting for a strainer. And then the strainer and accumulator, which should be here. Strainer and accumulator should be here any day. Then I can start putting the bag in and start, put the bag in and start hooking things up. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some things in, the big tank, the 2 tanks, get some of the plumbing in, the hot water tank. No, sorry, back up. Put the master or the main tank in, and the hot water tank's going to wash. I got to rip out the washroom. That's going to be a key part of all of this. So I'm going to rip that out. Anyhow, that'll probably be next. I'm going to start ripping the washroom out when I get some warm weather.